What do you think when you hear the word armor? Perhaps a medieval knight fighting for his king, or even an M4 Sherman dominating a World War II battlefield. These are very, very different kinds of armor, but they share a lot of similarities. While these may be man-made things, natural armor is just as incredible, if not more so. From hard, bony plates for protection to deadly spikes that can be weaponized, osteoderms have been present in animals for hundreds of millions of years, with countless variations throughout the history of evolution. As such a common attribute in evolution, osteoderms are incredibly diverse, even from the years of the Paleozoic era. One of the earliest apex predators in history, a creature beloved by many in the paleo community, possessed what is known as a thoracic shield situated just behind his head. This animal is called Dunkleosteus, an armored predator from the Paleozoic era. The genus consists of 10 species and they're all placoderms, meaning plate-skinned. The fossils of Dunkleosteus that have been found consist nearly entirely of their heads, with roughly 5% of fossils having more than a quarter of the head preserved. These fish went extinct during the Hanchenberg event that marked the end of the Paleozoic. In a similar vein, some dermal bones can be seen in amphibians, a dominant group of Paleozoic animals. One by the name of Adamanterpeton possessed one such dermal bone called a parasphenoi bone, a small unfused cranial bone. While not much else is known of the animal, there is evidence of a strong adaptation to terrestrial life, more than that of other amphibians of their time. The Mesozoic era, meaning middle life, marks a time between the Paleozoic and Cenozoic eras of Earth history. This time period was originally named the Age of Reptiles in the 19th century after the abundance of dinosaurs that belonged to it. Out of all the dinosaurs present, the Mesozoic era, and more specifically the late Jurassic, produced what is arguably the most famous example of osteoderms to date. Stegosaurus lived between 155 and 145 million years ago. Its name literally translates to roof lizard after the rows of tall plates along its back. However, the presence of its tail spikes, called thagomizers, really solidifies the popularity of the dinosaur. Its family, Stegosauridae, contains many members with pretty similar osteodome development, such as Kentrosaurus or Miragaia. Another very popular dinosaur of the Mesozoic was Ankylosaurus and its smaller relative Anodontosaurus. These dinosaurs and others in the Ankylosauridae family were very stout and very heavily armored. Their backs were covered in thick, armored plating protecting their body from predators. As unique as their armor is, their defining feature was their tail, similar to Stegosaurus. Ankylosaurids boasted a powerful clubbed tail, likely used as a means of defense against attackers. Many of these tails were slightly different, some wider than others, while some had greater length. These animals existed during the late Cretaceous period at the end of the Mesozoic era and were among the last dinosaurs to live on Earth before the Cenozoic era. Cenozoic, meaning new life, is a geological era that we exist in today. Throughout the last 66 million years of this era, modern life came to an incredible level of diversity and has filled countless niches. When it comes to osteoderms, many of us have probably seen great examples of them and never even noticed. Creatures like armadillos have tough shells that they can hide in and have even been known to deflect bullets. Less dramatic developments include crocodilian armor, which consists of bony scutes underneath their scales. As they live and grow, these epidermal scales are gradually rubbed off, leaving the more bony scales exposed. Evolution has created some amazing and truthfully pretty odd things since the Paleozoic era nearly 540 million years ago, and many of these creations can be seen by us today. From deadly spikes to seemingly bulletproof armoring, osteoderms are present all over the world and throughout history. If you have learned something today that you think you value, you would probably enjoy some other videos on my channel. Subscribing to the channel will also prevent you from missing ones that could come in the future, and it's super helpful to me as well. If you have a specific topic you'd like me to cover, I'd love to hear about it, and I'd love to research it and maybe make a video on it later down the road. Thank you for watching, and stay curious.